Hello everyone, my name is Oscar, and a few days ago I tried to make a game in 24 hours, and this is how it went. Welcome to my professional graphic design software, where after some brainstorming I decided that I want to make a kind of endless horde game where there's just constantly spawning enemies that progressively get faster and faster until you die. But pretty much you have a gun. Wow, that's a crazy new concept. And you can also plant mines, which is what that little pothole looking thing is supposed to be. And the mines you can obviously detonate and explode. That is art, Oscar. Fantastic. And then the last thing I wanted to be able to do is build that. I wanted to make it Minecraft pretty much. So you can build a house and then use that as a shelter from the enemies. And then the enemies will have a pathfinding, so they will only go into the entrance and they'll start to funnel through the entrance, and then they're just all lined up for you to explode and shoot. And then also I was thinking about coding a wall breaking mechanic where the walls have health and the enemies can hit the walls, and then the walls will eventually get destroyed, and then the enemies can get into your base and murder you. So my Unity project started like any other, as in I made a square and I made the square green, because and after a little coding magic and 2 hours of my life, I ended up with a little dude that can run around and shoot, except his bullets don't do anything, and he's pretty useless.
I'm gonna use the A-Star Pathfinding project scripts to make some AI and then give them some health bars and stuff.
The A-Star Pathfinding project is a really cool resource that you can add to your Unity projects, where it pretty much is these pre-built scripts that allow you to customize pathfinding for, I believe, both 2D and 3D games. And that's what I use, because coding a real pathfinding thing for me would take, I think, a lot longer than 24 hours. So that got implemented, and I'm pleased to report that there were absolutely no bugs or weird behaviors going on. None at all. So eventually I got it working, but I realized in this video I'm showing you, you can't see what the heck is happening, because actually both you and the enemy are moving, but because there's nothing to reference, it just looks weird.
Hello everyone, it's now a bit over 4 hours into the challenge, and I have a guy that can move around and shoot and kill little enemy robots that are just triangles right now. And yeah, now I'm gonna work on making it so that the robots can attack me. Yeah, and I'll update you guys with that progress.
So with some time spent coding and a lot of help from the Unity particle system, I made this little dude that will run up to you, and then when he gets close enough, he'll wait, and then he'll explode. So it was now pretty late on the first night, and I went on an epic quest, really, to find a Dr. Pibb extra to give me a little energy before, to get some work done on the menus before I go to sleep. You would not believe what I did next.
So it's a little past 3 a.m. in the morning. The soda's been drunk. The game has been worked on. And I'm really tired. So I'm gonna go get some sleep, and then I'll see y'all in the morning, and hopefully we'll make some music and sound effects and get that added in. Nice. Well, good night.
The next morning I made some questionable music and sound effects. So now it's time to submit to itch.io. And here's the final game. So funnily enough, I made it so that you can shoot as fast as you can click, which leads to some funky behavior where if you mouse spam you can turn your pistol into a machine gun. Yeah, and these are the enemies. You can also drop mines, which is what that black thing is on the ground. Boom, you see it just exploded. They do self-damage and they damage the enemies. And yeah, and this is pretty much the fundamentals of the game. Really, I made the game way too easy. So whenever you can just keep playing until there's so many enemies on the screen that your game just dies and lags out because it can't handle it anymore. So that brings to an end my first 24-hour video game making challenge. If you want to play it, for some reason, it's going to be linked in the description. It's called My House, which doesn't really make any sense, but I was planning to make it so you could build kind of Minecraft-esque houses, but I didn't get around to that, so My House is the name. Doesn't really tie into any of the core game mechanics right now. Yeah, and I'll probably be posting more game design thoughts or game development stuff on this channel. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.